I already know what you're thinking. 2 questions that you're thinking, and the answer to both questions is yes. Yes, I have had a haircut, and yes, I did use a knife and fork. Hello there, my name is Mark. This is Toast Dragon Fantasy. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. It's very nice to see some familiar faces coming back. It's nice to see you and you. And I'll give you a virtual handshake. Here we go. A virtual handshake to the people who are coming back. Nice to see you again. Today is not going to be a fancy video. It's not going to be anything, too exuberant. Exuberant, that's the word I'm looking for. Today is going to be just a nice simple video where I explain how I rate my books. I love Goodreads, I think it's a fantastic resource, but I think that the star rating is a little bit simple, a little bit insular. I can give one book a 4-star and another book a 4-star and think quite differently of them, but because there's only 5 choices, that's what I've had to settle on. So, I've decided to come up with my own way of rating books, and I have decided to dub this system Now I know what you're all thinking. I can hear you saying those questions out loud, loud and clear. Anytime now. How does the Dragon Scale work? Ah, well, I'm so glad you've asked that question. The Dragon Scale, it works in the following way. As it stands, I break each book up that I read into 7 sort of categories, but I am toying with adding an 8th. I haven't decided that yet. Okay, so the 7 that are currently in place are plot, character, setting, fight scenes, pace, romance, and twists. The 8th way that I'm thinking of breaking a book up into is writing, as in just the general quality of writing. I actually think that that's probably needed. I will give each category a rating out of 100 and then average those 7 at the end to give kind of an overall score for the book. And the reason I break it up in this way is because a certain book may have amazing characters, for example, incredible characters, but maybe lacking in pace. It might be slow as hell. So by doing it this way, I can take into account the extreme highs, and the aspects where the book is lacking. So just to give you a kind of insight or a kind of example as to a book that I have read and I have rated this way, we'll do The Republic of Thieves by Scott Lynch. Coming up on the screen right now, you'll see how I broke The Republic of Thieves by Scott Lynch up. And as you can see, it has some of those extreme highs and some of those averageness. So for example, character. Okay, I give character 90 out of 100. And the reason is because Jean Tannen, Locke Lamora, Sabitha, incredible characters. They are so likeable, so multi-layered. You root for them all the time, and you fear for them when they're in trouble, especially Jean Tannen. Jean Tannen is incredible. He's one of my favourite book characters. So that's the reason why The Republic of Thieves got a score of 90. However, the twists, I gave 70. It's a fairly predictable plot. There's no major surprises. So that's why Twists got 70, okay? And Republic of Thieves got an overall score of 77.5, which is pretty good. Now, I do rate all of my books in this way, okay? And that includes non-fantasy books. This system is very much geared towards fantasy books, but I do read the odd non-fantasy book, not many. So for example, A Monster Calls, great book from last year that was on BookTube everywhere. Everyone was reading it, and I loved it. I thought it was a great book. But I can't give any rating for fight scenes for A Monster Calls. I can't really give any rating for romance on A Monster Calls because there is none. So what I would do then is I'd just take plot, character, setting, pace, and twists. I'd take 5 and average it out with those 5, okay, to give my average rating for that book. So that is pretty much the Dragon Scale in a nutshell. Any reviews that I do I will obviously go into far more detail about why I gave a certain book a certain score. In terms of reviews, I will probably be sticking primarily to recent releases, so I'm thinking this year and maybe 2016. But every book get the Dragon Scale treatment. That sounded exciting. If you did enjoy the video, if you have any comments on the Dragon Scale, if you think you might like to use the Dragon Scale, leave them down below. I will read all of them. I will reply to all of them. Let's face it, there's not many of them right now, so I will reply to all of them. I think that's pretty much everything I've got for you today. So, if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. If you feel like the videos that I produce are something you would like to keep watching, subscribe to the channel. And with that all being said, my name is Mark. This has been Toast Dragon Fantasy, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.